Okay, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I want to talk to you about my experience and lessons learned from going paragliding in Cape Town, South Africa. Yeah, honestly, like, I'm not gonna lie, paragliding was not one of those things that were on my bucket list. I got to Cape Town and I found out it's one of the things people do out there, and of course it's better to do it out there because it works out cheaper, especially if you're coming from this part of the world. Pound sterling, when you go down there, it's like so much cheaper than doing it probably in other places in Europe. And also it's I mean, the world is beautiful everywhere, but the scenery in Cape Town, I mean, the view, damn, like, just the view is amazing. Yeah, just coming to you with lessons learned, having done it, and things that you should look out for if you're thinking of doing it. Hopefully as well, this video will become, through the comments, a little community of people asking questions or sharing their experience for others that are yet to do it as well. Obviously, my experience is only based on what I experienced in Cape Town, so don't come at me if I because you lot can be vicious. Don't come at me if I say something specific or only limited to Cape Town, because that's the only experience I will be referencing. Yeah, let's jump into it. One of the things that stood out for me is how short the ride is. I would say the build up, you know, the mental build up is probably going to take about 60% of mental real estate for you, and then the takeoff is probably going to take about 15%, and then 5% of it is just the everything else after. For me anyway, that's how I summarize it. But I say that to say, you know, everything up to when you actually take off is just going to be so intense, so be prepared. Hopefully by watching this video I'll give you some insights. Firstly, it's so weather dependent, so you are most likely going to get cancellations. You know, they will text you on WhatsApp. Everyone's on WhatsApp in Cape Town anyway. They'll text you when the weather is right, and even then you might go and they call it off because the wind won't be in the right levels of wind. Will be too windy. Cape Town is a very, very, very windy place, and you literally can experience all weather seasons in one afternoon. Moody, raining, sunny, hot, just windy. It can be really bad. When I was there this time round, second time round, you know, trees were falling onto the road, kind of windy, and everybody was like, yeah, this is normal. Yeah, no, it's not a storm, it's just, yeah. But there was one particular night where literally events got cancelled because it was too windy. Anyway, I digress. What I'm trying to say is be prepared for cancellations when you are trying to book your slot, and when they say come, go, because yeah, they will be like going. It's very fast, it happens very quickly. That's why I say, like, for me, the mental build up to it all was where all my energy went. And then even when they asked me it's time to run, well, when they told me it's time to run, I wasn't ready. I was very like I don't know, I was present but I wasn't present. So I'm very pleased, I'm very glad that I recorded everything. You do pay extra, 300 Rand extra for you to use their GoPro. So I'm guessing maybe if you've done it a few times, you don't care about recording it. Maybe they're regular people that go regularly and they just want, it's probably like a release of stress for them. So at that point, you don't care about recording it, I guess, over and over again. But if you want to record it, you pay, and they airdrop it to you. No, they connect right at the end once you land at Sea Point. Anyway, so I'm rambling. Let me give you some of the key things that stood out for me just as I did, or shortly after I did my ride. I did a sunset ride because that was when they said the wind was right, and I was working during the day, and I literally just ran out when they texted me saying you can come now. I was not ready because the day, I think I'd been trying for 4 days, and it just wasn't happening because of the weather. Anyway, yeah, I wasn't prepared, so you could probably tell by my outfit. I literally just chucked on what I could reach for. Mind you, I was living out of a suitcase because I was staying in a hotel. Probably don't wear shorts and a crop top and maybe don't wear sandals. wear something, I mean, wear whatever you're comfortable with, but I think I should have worn maybe trainers, because they kept asking me, can you run in those shoes? Can you run in are those shoes tight enough? Can you run in those shoes? You can tell when I took off, when we were starting to run, you could tell I kind of like, you know, in the video, because yeah, I was wearing sandals, and they were fine in the end to run with once I got the rhythm, but trainers will be better. Just wear trainers. Anyway, I found it cool that you carry your backpack. You're carrying this bag with that you're going to sit on, and in there you put your belongings. Don't go there with a heavy bag unless you want to be driven back up to Signal Hill, which they do offer you to drive you back up to Signal Hill, which makes sense if you've come as a group and your friends are still up there, and then you take a drive back up with the crew, because they also have to go back up to do the next ride. But the cool thing is, if you're by yourself, which I was, you can just put all your belongings in the parachute bag, and then you ride down. So make sure it's not too heavy. Obviously, cash is king. If you pay by cash, you do not have to pay the 5%. Yep, 5% charge on top. I didn't have any cash. Have I? Yeah, I have not touched any rands at all. I've been to South Africa twice now, and I haven't touched any of their cash, because I just go cashless. It's just easier for me. I just feel safer that way, and I want less thing to be paranoid about. But if you pay by card, so you pay at the end of the ride, and you pay right in front of Sea Point where you land, and if you do card payment, they add 5% on top. Okay, so this is the part I chickened out on. They ask you if you want to he was like, do you like rides, like roller coaster ride? And I was like, what? Like, do you like rides? No? Okay, then don't worry. So he wanted to go like this whilst in the air, and I chickened out. And then I saw there was a person next to me in the air. They were doing it, and I was like, oh, is that what you meant? And he was like, yeah, but it's too late now. I was like, don't worry, I don't want it anyway. That was the conversation. But take a look at my landing. Your girl did it fall. I was so, like, in the moment, I didn't realize how cool that was. I'm sorry. I need to give myself that. I didn't fall on my knees. Like, do you know how mad it is for me to be, essentially, I'm the brakes for this man and his parachute and me, and I didn't fall on my knees when we landed? I'm so proud of that. Like, what? Yeah, the landing for me was really cool. I loved it. The takeoff was hilarious. You could tell, like, I'm an overthinker, so you could tell my brain was doing overtime and I wasn't present. And when the guy was saying let's go, like, I was still holding onto his hand. He had to let go of my hand and like, let's go, you know. But I must say, and I said it before, the team were super friendly, super chill, and the thing is, they're giving you instructions, and you think you're having a chat, but no, this is protocol. They're giving you instructions. At least anyway, I was like, they're talking to you, but they're giving you instructions, because yeah, these are instructions. But at the time, because they're so friendly and, you know, we got chatting, it didn't register that I'm being prepared and they're ready now. Let's go. And I thought we were still having a chat, you know. So be present if you can help it anyway. Whatever happens, just make sure if it's your first time, pay extra for the GoPro so that you can watch it back. It's an amazing experience, and they give you thousands. Okay, I don't know about thousands. No, I think in total I had about 800 media clips, including video. The rest of pictures, and I got video taking off, video in the sky, and video landing. And sometimes you swap. The instructor holds this GoPro. Sometimes you hold the GoPro. It's very easy to hold whilst mid-air. Like, it's just, yeah. Once you're in the air, it's very quiet, except for when you're going against the wind. This is the thing with me. I'm petrified of heights, but I love turbulence. Like, you know, when the plane is like shaking. Obviously not to the extent where my life is a threat, but at risk. But a little bit of action, like, yeah, I'm moving. I want to feel the engine. Like, I'm a petrolhead. I love speed, but I don't like roller coasters. yeah, it doesn't make sense, but here we are. I say all of that to say, yeah, do it. Do it, and most of all, do it in a country that it can work out cheaper. Obviously, don't go and buy a whole flight ticket just to go to Paraguay. It's like one of those things, when you're in a country, maximize the currency, maximize the opportunities out there so that it works out cheaper for you if you happen to be there anyway. For example, when I went to Nigeria, I got some beauty treatments done just because it works out cheaper, and they deal with black girls day in, day out, so actually they're going to be better in understanding skin tones and understanding the best colors to go to use for permanent makeup, for example. So yeah, that was me basically. I hope this video has been helpful. It's basically to give you summary points of what was my experience, things you should keep in mind. Of course, you can contribute too by asking questions, sharing your experience in the comment section below. Let me know what other countries you've paraglided, and if you're an instructor as well, let us know what that's like for you and what made you, because a lot of students become instructors. What was the thing that did it for you? Curious to know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching my video. I will see you in the next one. Stay safe and have fun.